everybody. This is Marcello Lewis, and I'm doing my TED Talk today. My title was Life Points. Now, growing up, I grew up in Virginia Beach. I used to live with my mother. I lived in a rough little neighborhood and stuff, Section 8 and stuff. We didn't have much, you know what I'm saying? Then later on, when I was about 3, so I moved my father down to Georgia and stuff, and that's when I started having the finer things and stuff. And really, when these points were given to me, these 4 points, I was thinking of what if I wouldn't have been in the situation I was, where going from rags to almost riches. See, when I was younger, when I was a kid and stuff, I really didn't have, when I was younger living with my mom, I didn't have any values. I didn't have nobody teaching me stuff. Didn't have about education, didn't have a legacy, none of that. So this really made me reflect back and really thank the Lord and my Father for where I'm in now. Because without them two, I really want to be able to answer these points. My first point I'm going to talk about is education. The definition of education is a process of receiving, given symmetric instructions such as in school or at a university. This is the correct definition of education. But see, my definition of education was school was stupid to me. We did a lot of unnecessary stuff that we didn't need to know for my career, like being an orthopedic doctor. I don't need to know music appreciation. I don't need to know about art. What is PE going to help me do? And or to help me with bones and stuff. And also, I always thought that stuff was just a waste of time and stuff. But I also knew that education was needed for me to better myself in life and become successful, and later on have the money and stuff. So that's what I always took. I always took my education serious, even though I felt this way. Because also my father, he always told me don't mess around in school. If you want to do the finer things, and you want to be successful, then you got to go ahead and get your education and stuff. So I did that. I graduated high school with a 3.6 GPA. I was the only black male that graduated from high school with graduated with honors out of my high school. Okay. My second point is the legacy. The transmission of legacy. Man, most of my legacy comes from really transmission that's very family oriented. Like my father, man. My father, he went to school, he went to college, he graduated from Mercer University. He was trying to be a doctor. Later on, got hurt and stuff, so he was unable to finish his education. He fought in the Vietnam War and stuff, and he always told me go ahead and get your education and be successful and stuff. And he definitely set the path for me, you know what I'm saying? So I can go on and later on build my legacy for my kids, you know what I'm saying? So they can learn from my mistakes and what I'm doing. And I'm building my legacy now from what I'm doing now to go ahead and strive to be successful, so that my kids, I pay the path for my kids, so it'll be easier for them. It won't be as hard for them to go ahead and won't have to be a first generation going to college and stuff, you know what I'm saying? They won't have to look at their father as if he's a deadbeat and stuff.